Hello friends, we are going to see how do we solve the linear equations in two variables in this session.
So now let's look at the how do we find out the solutions of the linear equation in two variables. So in this equation, if we put some value of x, maybe x equal to x1, we put this value in that equation, we'll get a particular value of y equal to y1 for which this equation holds true. So we are saying that this pair x1 y1 is one solution of the equation. The important thing to note here is we are saying this is one solution of the equation. We are not saying that this is the only solution of the equation. So we have more than one solution for a linear equation in two variable, but this is one of the solutions where we put x equal to x1 and then we find y equal to y1 such that the equation holds true. The solution of the equation in two variables is written in the ordered pair format as x1, y1 within brackets, x1 comma y1 within the brackets. We can take other values of x and find the corresponding values of y which satisfy the equation, and that will also be the other possible solution of the given equation. So there are multiple possible solutions for a linear equation in two variables. So friends, now let's look at an example where we are going to find the solution of the linear equation in two variables. So we take an equation x plus 2y is equal to 6, and if we take x is equal to 1, we get y is equal to 2.5 which satisfy the given equation. So 1 comma 2.5 within brackets is the ordered set which satisfy this equation. So it is a solution of the equation. So similarly, we can find out 2, 2, 3, 1.5, 4, 1 are some of the other possible solutions of this given equation. So now another thing that we want to discuss here, we would want to know here is the linear equation in two variable necessarily of the type ax plus by plus c equal to 0, and is there only one way of writing a given equation in this format? So let's see, if we have this equation x plus 2y equal to 6 and we want to write it in the format ax plus by plus c equal to 0, so we can write it as x plus 2y minus 6 equal to 0, and here we could say that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 6. So now we'll see that if we write this equation in this way, we divide this whole thing by 2 and we say x by 2 plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Or we could multiply this whole equation with 3 and we could write it as 3x plus 6y minus 18 equal to 0. So all these are the necessarily representing the same linear equation in two variables, but we can put them differently, hence getting a different value of a, b and c. So in this second case we get a is equal to half, we get b is equal to 1 and c is equal to minus 3. And in this last case we get a is equal to 3, b equal to 6 and c equal to minus 18. So the same linear equation can be written in more than one ways when we are representing it in a ax plus by plus c format equal to 0, and so this can have different values of a, b and c and still represent the same linear equation in two variables. Now let's try to understand what is the practical use of linear equations in two variables. Now let's take an example that we have some adults and kids who want to go for a show. The cost of the ticket is 100 rupees for an adult and rupees 50 for the kids. The total cost would be 100x plus 50y if x is the number of adults and y is the number of kids going. Now if we have rupees 350 to be spent on the show, you can find out different options of how many adults and kids can go for the show. So we could either say 3 adults and 1 kid goes. So we get 100x, which means 100 into 3 and 50 into 1, so we get 350 rupees, and because we had 350 rupees budget to be spent on the show, we could either plan to take 3 adults and 1 kids for the show, or we could take 2 adults and 3 kids. So that would also result in the same amount being spent. So now you have, using the linear equation in two variables, the equation becomes 100x plus 50y equal to 350. So using this linear equation in two variable, you can find the different possible solutions, and in this case specifically, we obviously know that x and y have to be integers, have to be positive, basically have to be natural numbers. So we can put different values of x and y and find out what is the best combination that we can choose according to our budget. We'll take another example. We have two kids who are playing a team game and they have to score exactly 100 points in a fixed time to reach the next stage. Now one hit is worth 6 points and a catch is worth 10 points in the game. Now you can make that equation that you have to score 100 points, which means 6x plus 10y equal to 100. So the number of hits and the number of catches you have to find out. So now you can plan. If the two kids are playing, one is good at hitting and the other is good at catching, you can decide who is to play how much for what amount of time, so that we can actually exactly score 100 points and reach the next stage of the game. So these are just some of the examples, but this is how we use the linear equations in two variables and find the different possible options which are available to meet the certain criteria.
Friends, I hope you enjoyed the session. If you find it useful, please like it and share it with your friends. You can visit us at our Cool Smart Learning website and post your queries there. And please subscribe to the Cool Smart Learning channel for getting updates on the new sessions. Thank you.